1, 2, 3, 4.
Who doesn't love Pitch Perfect? It's a classic Hollywood coming-of-age tale about a group of college friends who invent a hip new style of singing called the aca-cappella.
Perfectly sums up the movie.
According to the dictionary, aca-cappella basically means you try to sing without any instruments backing you up.
Oh, totes. We sing covers of songs, but we do it without any instruments.
Being able to pull this off while staying in tune takes a huge amount of skill, making the Bellas possibly the most talented musicians yet.
Aca-cappella history being made, John.
Indeed, by the end of the film, they win the grand prize at the National Singing Contest. But wait, could their success be too good to be true? At first glance, the characters seem to be telling the truth about their status as aca-cappellas. It sure looks like there are no instruments on stage with them. In fact, you never see a single instrument on screen in the whole movie, including during all of their rehearsals. So they must be telling the truth, right?
Yes!
Well, we here at Free Movie School aren't so sure.
No! Holy!
Excuse me?
In fact, after careful investigation, we believe these so-called talented singers may actually be nothing but dirty, rotten fakes. Aca, stick with us.
Okay.
Let's start off by using some common sense. How could anyone sound that good using only their voices and no instruments? When you start to think about it, the answer is they probably wouldn't. That's like asking if a bacon sandwich would taste good without the bread, which would just be bacon. Aca yuck, am I right? Just like bread, instruments are a crucial part of any musical composition. We can learn about this through the field of music studies. Generally, sources say that instruments play in the background, which is the harmony, while people sing over the top of the instruments in what is called the melody.
No, I know.
No, you don't.
A melody by itself would just sound like somebody singing in a room with no background music to accompany them, which would honestly sound pretty bad. Trust me, no matter how hard I've tried to be a singer without instruments, my voice just doesn't sound quite like the professionals. In fact, people on the street sometimes try to aca-avoid me because of how bad it sounds without any harmonies. And yet, in Pitch Perfect, the Barnyard Bellas sound actually pretty good.
Huh.
No, let's be real. They sound perfect. Pitch perfect. It just doesn't add up. Without any instruments to help them, how would the singer be able to know their notes, keep time, feel the beat, remember the words, or stay in key?
On three.
After 1, 2, 3. That's not how we do it.
Well, let's aca-analyze a scene more closely and see if we can hear any background music at work during their big performance. Hear that? Let's play it again. Yep, you guessed it. There is definitely background music going on behind the singing. In fact, it sounds like there are electronic drums and bass guitars playing along and keeping the beat while Becca sings, and if you squint really hard, you can even hear a saxophone.
Seriously?
Aca-busted! Sorry to ruin your childhoods, but as cool as it would be for somebody to make music with only their voices, the Barnyard Bellas and Pitch Perfect were definitely faking it.
Whoa.
As amazing as it would be, it turns out the idea of an aca-cappella was just too good to be true.
Jesus.
Kind of like when you see a bacon sandwich under a glass window at a restaurant and you think it's up for grabs, but then when you bite into it, it turns out it's just a fake plastic decoration designed to trick people into having to pay for a new one. And on the topic of meme tricks, at this point you might be wondering, Professor, how could the Bellas possibly pull off this trick without any of the judges aca noticing?
Why can't we figure this out?
Well, watch the movie one more time. In this scene, you may notice that Becca's boyfriend is a wizard named Benjamin, who has the ability to do magic.
I happen to be super into close-up magic.
If he can do this,
Dude, that's awesome.
then it's safe to assume he could pull some trickery to make all the instruments on stage invisible too. Now that the Barnyard Bellas have been debunked once and for all, it's hard to know who we can trust in the world. Kinda makes you wonder, how many other seemingly talented musical groups in history just so happened to be friends with a wizard? Did One Direction have some help from a little British friend named Harry Potter to make their music sound so good? What about the Beatles? Or Adele?
Oh my god, this is a travesty.
Well, movie maniacs, don't lose hope. Just because the cast of Pitch Perfect never cracked the secret of aca-cappella doesn't mean it's completely impossible. Keep trying, and maybe one of you will be able to become the true aca-cappella and sing without using any instruments. Until then, keep up the positive attitude, follow your dreams, and don't forget to subscribe. So, how many instruments can you name? List them off in the aca comment boxes below, don't forget to aca smash that like button, and we'll see you next time for another Pitch Perfect lesson of free Aca Movie School. Thanks for your loyalty!